a lot of drama surrounding him and the guys that he associate with. We believe that some of those guys have been involved in criminal activity here in Baton Rouge.
NBA Youngboy is now facing a federal investigation that could put him away for life, and it's all because the feds just got handed a roadmap to 19 bodies on a silver platter. The same rapper who just got pardoned by Trump and was selling out arenas is about to face the biggest RICO case in hip-hop history. Behind his chart-topping albums and sold-out shows, Youngboy was running a murder enterprise that turned Baton Rouge into a war zone, leaving a trail of bodies that spans nearly a decade and reaches into every corner of Louisiana's street politics. The shocking truth behind what the feds are now investigating is darker than anyone imagined, and new evidence just surfaced that connects Youngboy to 19 murders, giving federal authorities everything they need to lock him up forever. Yo, what's good, fam? We about to dive deep into some real federal heat that's been shaking up the hip-hop community, and trust me, this situation is about to change everything we thought we knew about NBA Youngboy. Now, before we get into this wild situation, let me keep it 100 with y'all. Youngboy just got out, got pardoned by Trump, been selling out arenas on his Make America Slime Again tour, making millions. Everybody thought he was finally free and clear, living his best life in Utah away from all the Baton Rouge drama. But yo, we about to separate the facts from the fiction, the real from the fake, because what's coming to light is absolutely insane. Everything changed for NBA Youngboy. New evidence surfaced that basically laid out a federal case against him that the authorities have been trying to build for years. We're talking about concrete connections to 19 murders, fam. 19 separate incidents where people lost their lives, and every single one traces back to Youngboy and his 4K Trey crew. Now, hold up before y'all start thinking this is just some internet conspiracy theory. The feds don't play when it comes to RICO cases, and they've been watching Youngboy since 2018 when they first labeled him as the leader of a violent Louisiana gang. But here's where it gets real spicy. New research has connected all the dots they couldn't connect themselves, and it's about to bring down one of the biggest empires in hip-hop. So check it, this whole murder spree allegedly started back in September 2017 with G Money. Now, G Money wasn't just some random op. This was Youngboy's former friend, someone who used to be like a big brother to him when he was coming up in the TBG crew. But when Youngboy started getting his buzz in that Atlantic Records deal, jealousy and street politics tore them apart.
Everything was still all good until he started, like doing his own thing, getting them a little buzz, getting a little money. He just got the big head and just started like the feelings he been feeling probably deep down inside that he was scared to put out. He let that out once he got a name.
September 10th, 2017, around 1:30 a.m. G Money was at a recording studio on the 1900 block of Dallas Drive, the same studio where TBG used to record all their music. He was working on another diss track aimed at Youngboy, calling him a liar and questioning his street credibility. But G Money made a fatal mistake. He was posting his location on social media, standing right outside that studio building, talking reckless about how Youngboy wasn't really like that.
Shit you do don't impress me, man. You hear me? I know real money, man. Shit you do don't impress me, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Copycat. You the shit you see me do, you wanna do, but you supposed to be up though. What you saying? Huh? I'm about beef, and what it is? You hear me? You don't who you is? Get it. Around you, man. That nigga. I don't like you. I'm gonna keep on that. I don't like you. Oh yeah. Get off a nigga.
What happened next changed everything. G Money stepped outside that studio for the last time and got ambushed. Multiple shots fired, and just like that, the first body dropped in what would become a decade-long murder spree. The crazy part, someone took pictures of bloody pillows at the scene, and rumors started spreading that the killers threw a pillow at G Money and told him to go to sleep. That image became legendary in Baton Rouge, turning NBA into boogeymen that nobody wanted to cross. Now, remember when King Von said Youngboy had cap in his raps? Von was listening to Youngboy's song, Play With Us, where he was rapping about linking people to murders and drawing blood for blood. Von cut the song off and said Youngboy was lying about his body count.
Youngboy talking about on this song, bro.
What?
You talking crazy on this man.
Oh yeah?
He ain't even like that.
Oh!
On his ass now.
On his ass.
Cap.
But here's the thing, Von was dead wrong. Every single number Youngboy mentioned in his songs was real. The second body came just a month later with 19-year-old Ernisha Barnes, also known as Nisha. She was sitting in a parked car outside a deli when shots rang out from a red Chevy Trailblazer. Nisha got caught in the crossfire during what was supposed to be a hit on her boyfriend Hammer, who was beefing with Youngboy's crew. In Youngboy's leaked track, Money Man, he literally describes this exact scenario, trying to hit Hammer but accidentally striking his girlfriend instead.
Details are emerging this afternoon following a shooting overnight that left a 19-year-old Baton Rouge woman dead.
But the violence was just getting started. In May 2018, Big Dump, Youngboy's own manager who allegedly put the $100,000 bounty on G-Money's head, got killed in retaliation. TBG pulled up on him while he was in his old neighborhood on Nan Drive, chatting with family and friends. Drive-by shooting, multiple witnesses, and just like that, TBG sent a message that they could touch anyone in Youngboy's circle. The revenge came swift and brutal. November 26, 2018. Boulevard Quick, the TBG rapper who had been dissing Youngboy's mother on social media.
I tagged him in all. You see this here? I caught that. He's up. Your mama's up. Your dad is up. Everybody you roll with him.
Got gunned down at Lakeside Villa Apartments just after midnight. Quick had been talking reckless for months, even making videos daring Youngboy to come find him. Well, they found him all right. Multiple gunshot wounds, pronounced dead at the scene. What makes this even crazier is how Youngboy's crew celebrated these murders in their music. The day after Quick died, Youngboy went on Instagram Live rapping lyrics from his upcoming song, My Mama Say, talking about how people keep threatening to touch him, but they're the ones ending up dead.
My mama. Like I ain't see that nigga, huh? It's a joke, huh? Bitch.
NBA Big B dropped songs literally titled Smoking on Quick with cover art of himself smoking. These weren't just disses, they were confessions. But yo, this is where the story gets deeper than just street beef. See, Youngboy wasn't just responding to threats, he was building a murder enterprise. Every time someone challenged NBA or 4K Trey, they ended up dead. And the body count kept climbing. By 2019, Youngboy was claiming 3 bodies in his music. The leaked song Murder Man had him saying someone who talks about him on Instagram is going to be the 4th, likely referring to King Von, who had just dissed him. But the numbers kept growing because the violence never stopped. The war expanded when Youngboy's brothers got involved in their own beef. December 2019, 17-year-old Javon Brown got shot and killed after a fight that started on a school bus. Youngboy's brothers Boy Young and D Gobbler got arrested for this murder, dragging 4K Trey into a whole new war with the 300 Alliance. The revenge for that murder came on Christmas Eve, when 17-year-old Giovante Taplin, known as T6, got killed in a home invasion. Then, in February 2020, Guerin Labu, a promising young athlete and rapper known as Girin Bang, got shot outside the Mall of Louisiana after getting into a fight inside. 3 teenagers got arrested for that murder, including 14-year-old Bradley Payne, now known as the rapper, 38 Young, who's connected to Youngboy's Northside Rangers crew. Now, in the hood, we know street politics run deep, but Youngboy's situation was different because he had the money and connections to turn his crew into professional killers. He was rapping about paying hitmen, dropping bags on people's heads, having shooters ready to kill for him, and every lyric was backed up by real bodies. March 1st, 2020. Louis Cryer, known as Scooter, got killed in a drive-by shooting on Cambridge Street. Scooter was allegedly the person who killed Youngboy's childhood friend Lil Dave back in 2010. Youngboy had been rapping about getting revenge for Lil Dave for years, and in his 2020 track, Hold 13, he raps about how they killed Lil Dave when he was 12, but once he made 20, he knocked the killer's face off. The violence reached its peak during the Miami incident in May 2019. Youngboy was staying at the Trump International Hotel when TBG members Lit Yoshi and Seven Hardway allegedly tracked him down and opened fire. A Wild West shootout erupted in broad daylight at one of Florida's most high-profile hotels. An innocent bystander named Muhammad Girardi got killed in the crossfire, and Youngboy's girlfriend got shot in the shoulder. But the retaliation was swift. March 22, 2020, Travis Parker, known as T-Baby, got shot and killed at his family home. Then exactly 1 week later, Jason Nixon, known as Dutch, got gunned down in front of a food mart. Dutch was a certified TBG stepper who had been putting in work for decades, but 4K Trey caught him slipping at a gas station and ended his run. For y'all who might not understand how federal RICO cases work, let me explain. The feds don't need to prove Youngboy personally pulled triggers. They just need to prove he was the leader of a criminal enterprise that committed murders to protect their interests, and the evidence shows a decade-long pattern of exactly that. The body count exploded in 2021 and 2022 when new wars broke out between the Vultures and Bleeders, with 4K Trey getting dragged in through their alliances. Cornell McDuffie, known as Nell, died in a car crash after getting shot on the interstate. Michael Riley and his 5-year-old nephew Carson got killed in a double murder on River Road that shocked the entire city. The most brutal incident came in February 2022 at the Mall of Louisiana. True Bleeder and his friend Cliff got ambushed by what looked like a professional assassination crew with 2 cars. They got gunned down in the parking lot after a shopping spree, and the aftermath was captured on video. 4K Trey members immediately started celebrating on social media, with Youngboy's brother B-Way posting LOL with laughing emojis. The evidence against Youngboy comes straight from his own mouth. In his song My Bobo with Herm the Black Sheep, Youngboy raps about being 15 bodies up and tells Herm he can name 5 bodies Herm caught personally. He talks about going on drills behind Herm, watching him walk people down, getting excited about seeing murders on the news. But the most damning evidence comes from Youngboy's progression of body counts in his music. When he claimed 7 bodies in Dead Trolls in 2020, investigators found 7 specific murders connected to his beefs. When he updated to 12 in his 2022 song, This Not a Song, This For My Supporters, 12 more bodies had dropped. And when he claimed 19 bodies in Tears of War in 2024, the math added up perfectly. The recent murders in 2024 show the violence never stopped, even while Youngboy was locked up. Dart from Soul Snatcher Gang got killed in a shooting that injured 5 others. Harley Ken, a music manager connected to TBG artists, got gunned down in La Place. Sage Wilson from SOG got shot on Susan Avenue and died at the hospital. The real kicker though, the feds have been building this RICO case since 2018. They've labeled Youngboy as the leader of a violent Louisiana gang. They've connected him to multiple shootings, including the Miami incident. They've documented his crew's social media posts celebrating murders, but they've struggled to connect all the pieces until now. The timing couldn't be worse for Youngboy. He just got pardoned by Trump, thinking he was free and clear. But presidential pardons only cover federal crimes you've already been convicted of. They don't protect you from new charges, and RICO cases can carry life sentences without the possibility of parole. Youngboy's own music is his biggest enemy. Every song where he brags about bodies, every lyric where he claims murders, every time he updates his body count, it's all potential evidence. The feds love when criminals document their own crimes, and Youngboy has been doing exactly that for years. The evidence shows how NBA members like Ben 10, Herm the Black Sheep, Big B, and others allegedly carried out hits for Youngboy. Social media posts where they diss dead ops, music videos where they reference specific murders, lyrics where they admit to killings. It's all documented, all public, all admissible in court. But here's what's really crazy. The body count might be even higher than 19. These are just the murders that can be connected through public information. There could be more bodies that haven't been linked yet, more hits that were carried out quietly, more enemies who disappeared without making headlines. The feds are probably treating this new evidence like a roadmap. Every connection made, every piece of evidence presented, every timeline established. That's all investigative work they can now follow up on. They can interview witnesses, pull phone records, analyze social media posts, build a comprehensive case. And yo, the streets are talking. None of Youngboy's real ops ever called him Cap except King Von, and Von died before he could prove Youngboy was lying. Every other enemy either ended up dead or stayed quiet about Youngboy's murder claims. That silence speaks volumes in the streets. The evidence reveals how Youngboy's success actually made the violence worse. The more money he made, the more he could pay for hits. The bigger his platform got, the more his crew felt they had to protect it through violence. What started as street beef turned into a murder enterprise worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, this ain't just about Youngboy going to prison. This is about the feds potentially dismantling an entire criminal organization. RICO cases can bring down everyone connected to the enterprise. NBA members, 4K Trey affiliates, anyone who participated in the alleged murders could face life sentences. The federal investigation is reportedly focusing on Youngboy's role as the leader who ordered hits, paid for murders, and used his rap career to launder the proceeds of criminal activity. They're looking at his lyrics as confessions, his crew's social media as evidence, his financial records as proof of payments to killers. At the end of the day, Youngboy's situation isn't just about street beef or rap lyrics. It's about whether one of the biggest rappers in the world was running a murder enterprise disguised as a record label. The evidence suggests that behind the platinum plaques and sold-out shows, there's a trail of bodies that the feds are now ready to prosecute. The real question is, will this evidence be enough to finally put Youngboy away for life, or will he beat another case like he's done before? The feds have the roadmap now. It's just a matter of whether they can prove it in court and convince a jury that NBA Youngboy is really the murder man of Baton Rouge. What are your thoughts on this federal investigation and whether Youngboy will finally face justice for these alleged murders? Share your thoughts in the comments and click on the videos on screen for more breaking news about this developing situation.